January 18th, 2023, and this video is called Nuclear Meltdowns Forever Change Our Landscapes. Now, this is incredible. Obviously, you heard of Fukushima. A bunch of reactors melted down, blew up, spewed radioactive carcinogenic materials all over the land. And this is what I mean when it changes our landscapes forever. They supposedly have about 33 million one-ton bags that they scrape the soil, which is temporary because radiation, it just moves around. They'll never be able to get rid of it. So they tried scraping the land. Each one of these bags is 1 ton. This little bag here, little bag here, although they're big bags. Now, I approximated there's about 100 bags in a row. There's about, I'd say, 4 to 5 high. So each row has about 500 bags. And first of all, we'll get back with this, but I wanted to show you this. This is why I say the landscape has changed forever, because this is, okay, see, look at that pile. This is one pile of many piles. But check this out. If you go to the street view, look at this. This is what it used to look like. Obviously, this is after the tsunami. But basically, there was vegetation and life around here. There's a house over there. There's a forest, probably with animals. And so this is what it used to look like. Now, after a meltdown, that's what it turns into. Just millions of these bags. Is that incredible? And then what they'll try to do is cover them up with some tarp. But it looks like already this tarp is disintegrating. So this stuff is just going to be redistributed again. And you know what's amazing is all this stuff is going to end up in us, because we're the top of the food chain. Now, if you go around, look at this pile. This is like a perfect pile. Just incredible. And you can go all over the countryside over here. I mean, look at this. There's just bags all over the place. Little pyramids. Here's a nice little area. And look at it, looks like they're getting ready to put more bags down. This one is like ready to go right here. And once they get this land all flattened out, they start piling up the bags. 1 ton bags. And just all over the countryside in Japan. Look at this. You could zoom in on them. Actually, let's go over here and see if they drove around. No, they didn't drive around there yet. That Google driver was probably like, yay, I only have to drive around some of these places, but that would suck to have that job. But look at, you could see where he did go in the blue here. So let's go down in this little pile here. And it used to be looks like maybe a rice field. But I think you get the point. And the reason why these landscapes will be changed forever is because if you just take cesium, which has got a 30-year half-life, it's going to take 300 years for that to eventually decay and break down. And can you imagine what this country is going to look like in 300 years? I don't think they're going to be able to eat. They'll still be working on these reactors in 300 years. If there's anybody left in Japan. I mean, these things are just falling apart. It's going on 11 years. And that's the reason why it's really bad, is because look at, there's the mountainside, so the water flows down, gets into the basements of these buildings. They got to pump it up. Then they got to store it into these tanks over here that are falling apart. And now that's why they got to dump them into the ocean. Look at the tops are rusting on them. They're all falling apart. So their answer is to dump it. And so eventually, you know where all this stuff ends up? It's going to end up in you and me. And I'll tell you right now, if you want to, check this out. I'm using Google Earth Pro because this is that same pile right here, but check it out. It seems like they blurred out some of it. You could only get so close on it. See, that's as close as you can get on the 2D. But on the 3D, you can get like right in there. Look at, if you want, you could count the bags. Let's see, that's as close as you can get. And actually, if you look, it looks like there's more than 5 layers. So that, there you go. That's the landscape that will forever be changed because of a nuclear meltdown. Holy crap, look at this stuff. This is just incredible. $30 million. Look at this. $30 million. Look, that's ripping right there. That was probably during a storm. It ripped open. I mean, look at this. This is just incredible. This is just insane. And they're going to tell you that nuclear is clean, green, too cheap to meter. It's just an insane technology. Like, granted, you know, coal and all this other stuff is pretty bad. But when a coal plant explodes, you don't get this. It's just, it's sad. It's kind of scary. Kind of puts a pit in my stomach. Kind of seeing what the hell's going on here. When you start nosing around. And you start nosing around, you just see that there is like a... We're in a code red zone here with Fukushima. This is... Look at this. Unbelievable. It's like a maze of contamination. A mutant maze. Wow. I think there's more than 30 million bags. So there's the landscape, changed forever. And it's kind of strange because this is what people see is they don't see what's going on over here. They're destroying this planet.